Hi, this is Julia. I'm going to teach you guys how to use a spectrophotometer today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to have to do is obtain our materials, which are whatever solution you're testing the absorbance for, a cuvette, which looks like this, some cuvette paper to wipe off the cuvette when we need to deionize water, and then of course a spectrophotometer.
You can save that if you want to.
So now that we have our materials, we're going to need to plug the spectrophotometer in. And we're going to need to turn it on in the back. You see this little switch right here. Just flick it to on. Okay, so we turned on the spectrophotometer in the back, but there's also a switch on the front that we have to do. So it's this little switch right here. Turn it to on. And then you'll see all the lights start flashing. You'll know it's on when it says light source on, when there's the red little light right there. So before we do anything, we want to make sure that we clean our cuvette, which I did already, but that's one of the steps that you guys need to do. So next, we're going to need to set the wavelength that you want to test it at. The wavelength is right here. This is the number it shows, and this is the knob you're going to use to change it. So I'm going to set my wavelength to, let's say, 500. Sometimes it takes a little while to get it exact, but you want it exact to get the right results. Okay, so I have my wavelength at 500, and before we start testing our solutions, we're going to have to calibrate the spectrophotometer. So the way we do that is by testing water first, but first we have to set the transmittance to 0. This is the transmittance up here, and this is how we change it to 0. It's the on and off knob, and it sets the transmittance. So we're going to set that to 0. And this one you also want to be exact with, so you get the right results. Okay, so my transmittance is now at 100%. So now the spectrophotometer is calibrated, and we can take our water out. And now we're going to pour the water out and put our solution in. But before we put our solution in, we're going to want to rinse the cuvette with some of the solution so that it's not diluted at all by the water that's still left over. So we're going to want to rinse it with the solution, probably fill it about up to here with the solution, and then mix it, pour it out a little bit, and then fill it up to this line again with the solution to find our absorbance of the solution. Okay, so now that I've filled my cuvette with my solution up to below the little line here, I'm going to wipe it off again, and it's ready to be tested. So again, make sure you're holding it at the top and that you wipe it off well enough. I did that already. So now we're going to open this back up, put it in here, and make sure you match the line again with the arrow. You can close that, and then wait for a second for it to stabilize, and then your absorbance is right here. So the absorbance we got for this solution is 0.373, or 2. You just have to wait for it to stop. So that is how we find the absorbance of a solution. And between every trial or test, you want to make sure that you recalibrate it. If you have the same wavelength, then it's fine to test different ones, but you want to make sure that you recalibrate it between every different wavelength that you do. Thank you.